Peloton doesn't sell their treadmills here in Hawaii, so I bought a used Tread Plus that wasn't working for my wife and myself with the intention of taking it apart and finding whatever was wrong with it and trying to fix it. For all who are wondering why the sellers didn't just do the recall, the original owners bought it in the States, had the movers bring it to Hawaii where Peloton does not provide delivery or pickup services for the Tread, so there was no way for them to process the recall. At purchase, the screen powered on and the incline feature worked, but the walking belt wouldn't budge. When I took it apart, I found that it was extremely well built with heavy gauge metal and it was all solid as a rock. However, some of the bolts that hold the whole thing together were barely finger tight. I found these on the parts that XPO would have assembled, so if you get your Peloton Tread, it might be worthwhile to go around and ensure it is all securely assembled and tightened properly. The walking surface on the Tread Plus is built like a tank tread. You can see in the video that each slat has its own aluminum I-beam, so there is next to no flex in the belt, but with that said, the rubber surface is kind of squishy, so it provides a little bit of cushion. Here's the heart of the Tread, and this is where I would be spending most of my time on the repair. The motor is a beast. It is on par with the last two commercial-grade treadmills I have bought from gyms that were selling off their old stock. It turns out that the motor brake clutch was seized shut with rust. I managed to take it apart and cleaned it all up, sanded down the rusted parts before putting it all back together. It is an interesting mechanism that uses some springs and an electromagnet to engage the brake. It has a much lower chance of failure than a solenoid type brake, so I was happy to see that. It'll be one less thing to malfunction down the road. This picture shows the two rows of bearings that the slat belt rolls across. Unlike normal belt and deck style treadmills that require a wax surface and a slick inside surface of the belt, this runs on a bunch of bearings, so you can run for a long time without worrying about the belt heating up due to friction. The only downside is that there is a little subtle vibration that you can feel in the deck that may bother some people. I've had no issues with it and my wife hasn't even noticed it. Enjoy the video.